What's up, guys? Kid Knockout here, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a serious topic. We're going to be talking about SOPA or SOPA, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and what I think of it. And I know I did said that I was gonna have some Battlefield 3 gameplay in the background, but when I give a little bit of thought to it, and when I was actually editing the gameplay out, I kind of said to myself, wait a minute. This is actually of a serious topic, and when I put video games, I want you guys to have fun watching the video games while I talk. But in this case, I want you guys to really listen to what I have to say, because it is a serious topic. It's something that we should pay attention to, and it is something that no matter what spectrum of if you're in the side that you want to this law to pass, or if you want this law to be rejected, you have to you have to understand what it is, and you have to understand what the potential repercussions of it. Now, for those of you who doesn't know, SOPA stands for Stop Online Piracy Act, and it's actually being introduced in the House of Representatives. I believe it was introduced in October, and it was introduced by Representative Lamar Smith, a Republican out of Texas. Now, this is not a Republican legislation. This is a bipartisan legislation. So don't think this is a Republican thing or Democratic thing. No, they're both Democrats and Republicans are both working towards getting this law passed. Now, what SOPA does is that it allows the U.S. Department of Justice to completely take down a website or acquire the domain from the company, which is why there's such a huge outcry for this law. And this is actually kind of scary if you think about it, because let's just use YouTube as an example, because it's the most prominent platform that we have to copyrighted materials and stuff of that nature. Because let's face it, in YouTube there is a lot of copyrighted materials in it. Let's just say that law passes, right? And someone puts a copyrighted material, like they would, on YouTube. Well, it doesn't matter if YouTube does not help that person put copyrighted material. It does not matter if YouTube doesn't has anything to do with that person. But if just because that person put that video there, YouTube is liable for a domain, I guess, takedown, or whatever the exact term for that action is, by the U.S. Department of Justice. And in doing this type of now, let me be honest with you guys. I don't believe that this is going to happen. I don't believe any of the major companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and YouTube, I don't think they're going to be taken down, mainly because they're such huge companies. And think about it. YouTube is owned by Google. Google is probably one of the biggest companies in the world. They have lobbyists in Washington, just like the people that are backing up SOPA has their lobbyists, and they're not going to let YouTube or Facebook or whatever those big companies are be taken down so easily. But the people that worry me the most are not the Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, for reasons that I just said. The ones that worry me the most are the ones that are starting up. The next Facebook, the next YouTube, the next Twitter. Those are the guys that are most susceptible to copyrighted materials. And if this legislation were to be passed, then you're talking about 80% of the startups that happen, the startups companies that occur throughout a year, they have the potential to get shut down. And don't quote me on that. That's just this estimation. It could be less, it could be more, but you get the idea. Not only that, this legislation hinders innovation. You see, the only reason that Facebook got big and the only reason that YouTube got big is because company invested on it. They gave them money so they can expand, and they can create a bigger business model, or they can reach a larger audience. But let's face it, If this legislation gets passed, how many investors really will put their money on the line with a company, or for a company that has so much copyrighted material in it that any day it could be shut down? See, that's what you guys have to think about. This legislation has the potential to reduce innovation or completely cut it off, and we will be at the mercy of YouTube's innovation, which could not be the best. Maybe there's a guy out there in the world, and I'm sure there is, that's has a great idea on how to make a video sharing website where it could be much better for directors, like in YouTube directors. It could be much better for a lot of people. Not only that, it could potentially create thousands upon thousands of jobs. You see, YouTube and Facebook have thousands of employers working for them. See, job creation is a big part of my argument against SOPA, because I'm a college student, and my major is business, and when I think of legislation like this, I always see the business side of it. I'm like, wait, in what way could it help the economy? In what way could it help again? Could it be a detriment to it? So the business side of me says that this legislation is ridiculous, because it not only cuts innovation, but it also cuts potentially thousands of jobs that can be created, anywhere from the janitor of the headquarters of the new company to the CEO. And that's why I feel that this legislation is a detriment to not only the economy, but also to people that try to innovate and create new technologies by taking risk and putting out websites, and with the hope that it will be invested on. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say, guys. I will have some links to different websites. Actually, I'm gonna have one of the links will be so you can see who your representative is, so you can write a letter. Write him a letter or email him. There's even a call. You can even call them, leave them messages, call them and let them know what you think of it. It could be, as I said, in both sides of the spectrum. It could be that you agree with it. It could be that you don't agree with it. But research it. Know what SOPA is all about. Know the possible good things and the possible bad things. And then when you make it a good assessment of what SOPA really is, and you actually understand all the facts of it, then tell your representative that what you think of it. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't agree with it, to be completely honest with you, and I will write a letter saying that I don't agree with it. And you might ask yourself, well, Victor, why were you gonna write a letter? Come on, one letter is not gonna make a difference. It does make a difference, guys. It does. Listen, I just read an article that GoDaddy.com lost 37,000 domains because they backed up SOPA, and now they retracted their stance on SOPA, and now they don't agree with it. So guys, it is working. It is working. The reaction that the YouTube community has created, not only the YouTube community, the different forums, different blogs, they have helped create this I guess monster of a reaction that has made big companies like GoDaddy.com retract because they're losing money. And that's what it's all about, guys. Express your opinion. Your letter does count. It does count. That's an extra motivation for your representative to deny that bill. Think about it for a minute. And as I said, I will have some links in the description for your representative, so you can see who it is, and you can write a letter to him and telling him what you think of it. I'm not gonna say that you should not agree with it, because as I said, you make your own decision, guys. You have to research things, do your own research, learn all the facts, and then create a conclusion. I will also have a link to a video that I think is a great video. It's by Total Biscuit and one of my favorite YouTubers. He's a great guy. I don't know him personally. I'm just a fan of him, but he made a great video on SOPA, and I think you guys will really like it. As I said, this is not a very detailed video. This was just a video that I wanted to use to start up a conversation and to really get you guys going, and so you can research it. So that's pretty much it, guys. The next video, I'm gonna go back now to my regular channel updates. The next video that I will have up is gonna be an MOAB gameplay, my very first. I'm very proud of it, but I will have that. It's a free-for-all, 30-0. So that's even more. I'm even more proud about that. But that's pretty much it, guys. All right. Remember, write to your representative. It's very important, and research it, and really learn what it is, and make your conclusion, guys. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.